Welcome to the 24th episode of Indie and Music Industry World. Ladies and gentlemen, Trey Calloway.
Oh, how's
Hey,
it going?
man, it's going well, buddy. How about yourself?
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you so much for accept my conversation for my podcast. Your music
Absolutely.
is absolutely amazing. Congrats so much.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you saying that, man. Where are you calling me from?
I'm Italy, Milan.
Oh, you're in Italy? Very cool,
Yeah,
man.
for the moment, but I'm moving to Dallas.
Okay, you're moving to Texas. Very cool, man. I heard
Yeah.
that, brother. Got to get you a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I will-
Hey, I was in Italy a couple years ago. We toured all of Italy. It was supposed to be my wife's graduation present. But because of COVID, it had deferred.
Yeah.
And she had to wait a couple of years. So we ended up going. I ended up getting to go because we had started to date at the time. And man, you have a beautiful country there, brother.
Yeah, we miss a lot of. I
absolutely-
think that what we miss here just like more country music,
That's what did. So there's a video I should find and send you. I went to eat at a famous restaurant. I'll ask my wife. She's in there. I'll ask her.
Yeah.
She'll remember what city we were with. But I think we were maybe. I want to say we were in Venice or Florence, and we ate at this really nice restaurant. And the owner of the restaurant was so kind to talk to us all night. He pulled off a guitar off the wall,
That's cool.
and I played "Country Roads" by John Denver. And
Yeah.
they all sang along. It was so cool.
That's
I've got video of it.
insane. That's
Yeah, it was
cool.
cool.
I'm glad you perform something here.
So do you say-
need a stage?
Do you pronounce your name David?
Yeah, it's right.
I said that right? Okay, just wanted to make sure I said it right because I'm going to use your name a lot.
Yeah, She Don't Break It is absolutely standing. I was just like shout. It's a powerful track.
Thank you, sir.
What makes you special it for you?
That song is special to me, one, because I wrote it. It was the first song that I'd written with my new producer, Brandon Hood, who produced the record. And it was also the first, it was the second song, but I wrote it with my good friend, Terry McBride, from a band called McBride and the Ride. And Terry and the guys had a hit back in the 90s with a song called Sacred Ground. It was a #1 hit for them. And then Terry went on to write a bunch of hits for Brooks and Dunn. He wrote Cowgirls Don't Cry, and he wrote Play Something Country. So it was really cool to get in the room with a master songwriter like him. And we knew, country shuffles are back in style, so we knew we wanted to write a country shuffle, and we did. And it turned out great, man. Everybody's loving it, including yourself. So I'm excited to hear it.
Cool. But was there a specific moment that sparked the first line or melody?
Yes, there was. So I always keep all of my song ideas in my phone, in my notes in my phone. And I threw out a hook that was, they don't make them like they used to. And I was going to talk about, they don't make trucks like they used to, or they don't make relationships like they used to, all of that good stuff. And Brandon said, how about she don't break it like she used to? And we were like, man, nobody's ever said that before. That's never been said before. So we wrote it, and it just, once we had that first line, and then we came up with the idea of coming in cold with the chorus. She don't break it like she used
Yeah.
to. When that starts, immediately that's the chorus. And so we decided to lead with the chorus. And the rest of the song kind of wrote itself. It was pretty cool, man.
It's just about a personal experience, or maybe something.
Well, I'm a country singer, so I'm nowhere short on heartbreak material. I've got enough heartbreak in my life to fuel all my songs. But no, there was no one specific moment. I've been married and been in a relationship for the past 5 years, and she's never broken my heart. So I had to go back on old experiences, old heartbreaks that I had. So yeah, man.
I can absolutely feel.
Yes, I got real life experience with that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How do you describe your identity? As a country artist, mixing with a new style age.
Yeah. So that's a great question. I think my music leans more towards the '90s sound, a throwback sound. I've never been afraid of modern sounding country. I love that stuff. I love Morgan Wallen. I love Nate Smith. I love Ella Langley and Riley Green. I truly do consider myself to be a modern country artist, but at the same time, that 90s country definitely has an influence on my music. You know, I grew up listening to Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson and George Strait. So that music definitely has influenced me as well. Because I'm from North Carolina, I'm from the East Coast, I had to kind of prove, you know, I've always worn a cowboy hat. I've always worn buckles. I've always dressed like I was from Texas. People always ask me, are you from Texas? And I'm not, but I feel like I am in spirit, you know, because a lot of my music is like a great combination of that Appalachian, North Carolina mountain music with the Western cowboy music.
That's
as well.
amazing.
So I've tried really hard to blend the two. And I think I've done a pretty good job. You know, I mean, I think it comes off as authentic to people because it is truly who I am. I've always dressed. I've always acted that way. I always had rodeo buddies because rodeo is a big deal where I come from as well. I've always had rodeo buddies. You know, we always rode around in trucks. I mean, it's all I know how to be. You know, if you take Eric Church and Garth Brooks and mix them together, you get me.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of visual on your song. You know what? You know, when I listen it, you know, it's something weird. I can imagine the story of your track.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
that's cool. You generally start from the lyrics or the melodies.
So that's a great question, David. I usually start with a hook, which a hook, for those out there who may not know songwriting terms, a hook is the setup. There's the setup, and then there's the hook. A normal pop or country song or R&B, pretty much any commercial music is going to have a setup line that makes you think one thing, and then the hook, which goes, oh wait, no, you actually meant this. So that's what like you and I'll be having a conversation, and you may say something catchy, you may say something colloquial that is catching to the ear, and I'll write that down. So I usually start my songs off with the idea, with the lyric first, and then the melody is not secondary, but I always add a melody to the poem, you know, to a poem. Basically, I'll basically have a poem and maybe an idea of the melody in my head, and then I'll use my guitar or piano or whatever to put the music on top of that.
That's cool. There will be in your new record maybe just like new tracks with the themes, you know.
Yeah.
As you try to just like put just like themes on your past songs, you know, just like talking about the Memorial Day, just like soldiers, you know.
Sure. Well, I never start. I've been lucky enough, I guess, fortunate enough, blessed, whatever you want to say, to always kind of write the right song for the right moment. Like the song that I had before She Don't Break It was a song called She Misses Being Mrs. And, you know, we didn't sit out to write a song about veterans or their wives or their husbands. We didn't sit out to write a song about the military. It happened. I wrote that song about 2 or 3 months before Memorial Day in the United States. We have a holiday called Memorial Day, which is to remember all of our soldiers that have died in battle and fallen soldiers all over the world. So that's Memorial Day means a lot to us. And I didn't set out to write a Memorial Day song, but the song just took a life of its own. And then I called my team and was like, man, I've got this song. We should try to rush it. And we did. We rushed to record it and put it out on Memorial Day because we knew it would be fitting. And so it just kind of worked out perfectly. The same thing with Forgotten Man last year. You know, we didn't set out to release Forgotten Man on Memorial Day, but it ended up working out perfectly.
That's cool. What's the challenge you have to overcome in music industry, and how did you shape it?
So, man, that's a fantastic question. I would say the biggest challenge to any artist out there, or really anybody trying to succeed in a business world, any kind of business, no one can stop you but you. That's the number one rule that I've found that is truer than any gatekeeping or anybody holding you back in the music business. The only one that can truly stop you in the music business is yourself. When you give up anything, any dream you have, when you give up, it's over. You're done, you know, and so that's the number one thing that I've had to train my brain not to think negativity, not to have negative thoughts, you know, to always stay positive, because it's only over when I give up, when I throw my hands up and say I'm done, I can't do this anymore. So that's been the biggest challenge for me. It's been more on a personal level. You know, nobody can stop me when I set my mind to doing something.
Yeah.
No other person. The only person
And just
that can
like staying true on your roads.
100%.
Yeah.
And we all have doubts. You know, we all have doubts. We all have fears. You know, we all have worries about the future. You just kind of a little bit have to throw caution to the wind. You have to throw caution to the wind, and you have to have almost an unwavering sense of, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. So that's where I'm at in my career. You know, 3.5 years ago, David, I was going to quit. I was ready to quit music. Ready to, you know, just play. You know, I lived here at the beach. I'm in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina right now. I'm not in Nashville right now. I'll be in
just
Nashville
like on your home on vacation.
Yeah, it's the 4th of July. It's another American holiday. I know Italians know about the 4th of July. It's our Independence Day.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal, man. We're all gonna blow up a bunch of fireworks and drink some beers and have fun.
I should have to visit right now. That I'm going to live and marry in Dallas, but I want to visit more places too.
Have you been to the United States before?
Yeah, just for my third time. But right now I plan to stay. You know, my girlfriend is from there, so.
Well, come on, man. We're ready for you, dude. We got to get you a cowboy hat. We got to get you some cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And we got to get you partying national style.
When will you release your album? I didn't ask you.
So the album is not named yet, and we don't know exactly when it's going to drop. Sometime next year. We like to make all of our singles, and then we put the singles out, and then once all of the singles are out, we'll repackage the album and drop the whole album.
That's cool. But have you just planned maybe to do some live shows, maybe a tour, or after the release of the album?
Well, I have a little tour coming up in Ohio this month. I'll be up in Ohio, playing near Cleveland. So I have 3 dates up there in Cleveland. I play about 5 shows a week now in Nashville, and then I play in the Carolinas all the time as well. And I go down to Texas and play in Houston. I play in Austin. I play in Fort Worth. So I do as much touring as I can right now. Touring is going to be a really important goal for us next year. Touring is a big step for us.
You ever been to Europe too?
I've been to Spain. I've been to Spain, and I've been to Italy. Those are the 2 places in Europe that I've been. My wife is much more traveled than I am. She's been to Germany and England. She's been to France. She's been to Italy and Spain now. So I still have a lot of catching up to do. But I will tell you, man, I'm not sure. Italy was like, how do you guys do it?
Yeah,
I mean, it was amazing, man. It was amazing.
That's cool. I'm glad
I love art, and I love anything about history. So I love learning about the Roman Empire.
I want to support you because I want this country miss the real music, just like country, just like new kind of sound, and maybe you should bring that to displays, you know?
I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. I'd be the first ever country artist to record a song in Italian. That could be cool. I don't know how good my accent would be, though. You'll have to help me with the delivery on the
it could be something cool, you know? Yeah.
It would be cool. An Italian country song would be really... Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to...
We should have to think about it,
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Because there's been a lot of country songs that were written in Spanish.
Yeah.
But I can't think of one country song that's been written in Italian.
No, I think that it doesn't exist, so you should record the first one for Italy.
Let's do it, man. All right, cool. Very cool. I love it.
Absolutely. Brother. So thank you so much for our conversation. It was just like great, and I hope to see you like in somewhere in the US. Now that I'm coming, so you totally got my support.
Have you been to Nashville? Have you been to Nashville?
No, it's the first place I want to visit is Nashville for sure.
Yes. Yeah. So when you do come to Nashville, make sure you shoot me a message and you let me know.
Absolutely.
And I'll show you around town, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Very cool.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you so much. You got a new friend. You got my support.
Absolutely. We're gonna be friends for life. I can already tell.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you.
You have a great day, sir.
You
Thank
too.
you, man.
You too.
All right,
Bye.
Later.